Time now for the Beer Channel 11 o'clock news on this late Thursday night, October 13th, 2016. Good evening, what are you on? Peter Wiggins out here. Late night, 11 o'clock news on top 3 the 11th hour on this late Thursday night is First Lady Michelle Obama delivered Thursday in a passionate denunciation of Donald Trump called recently in her comments by the Republican president nominee shocking at the median and basic standards of human. While Clinton submitted formal letters independently at perjury on Thursday after use of a private email server, saying 20 times that she did not recall the requested information or related discussions while out, so assertive that no one ever. Florida officials said there is a new area environment where Zika has been transmitted locally, as health officials have identified 2 women and 3 men have appeared to have contacted Zika within an area that includes Miami's Little Haiti neighborhood. Thailand has signed security amid the funeral preparation of King Bumblebee Abdullah, a revered figure who helped unify the nation in the 70-year reign. HP incorporated an announced plan that included generating less cash and analysts that participate in the next fiscal year while moving to further reduce the company's headcount. A Navy warship off the coast of Yemen has fired missiles at Houthi rebel targets on Thursday. The rebels engaged in civil war. Yemeni government had reportedly fired on another American ship days earlier. West Palm Beach, Florida. Donald Trump is back out against Fisher reports that India had allegedly groped women senator of perfection outright lies and promised to provide evidence to prove they were untrue. London, a silver rock whale escaped from the enclosure at London Zoo on Thursday, sparked a fanatic search by keepers and armed police. Former Portuguese Prime Minister Antonio Guterres has been officially appointed as the UN and Secretary General, which is the next one, as he will become the world's top diplomat on January 1st when Ban Ki-moon's second 5-year term ends. If Donald Trump loses in November, he'll have no shortage of people in the bank. Besides himself, is that Trump, who has peddled a various conspiracy theories throughout the campaign in the midst of the most loving one yet around it. Oliver, New Jersey, a man suspected of trials in New York, New Jersey, with streets of almost last month period in court here for the first time Thursday via video fielded also where he continued to recover from wounds he suffered. Prosecutors arrested a case against 2 ex-Christie aides in Lane closed the trial. Hundreds of people paid and gathered to respect to slain Los Angeles County Sheriff Sergeant Steve Owen during a funeral service on Thursday. Verizon Communications Incorporated suddenly the main demand and negotiated $4.8 billion deal for Yahoo Incorporated for the internet company's recent disclosure today to breach that had affected more than 500 million accounts. Hyperloop One Incorporated has had a senior financial executive and raised about $50 million in new financing and to keep its development on track after the criminal lawsuit with the transportation startup's co-founder. China's factory gate price rose for the first time since 2012, relieving a source of global pressure and indicating for acceleration in the world's second largest economy. In Minnesota, Afford Wicker Act no longer affordable, says Minnesota Governor Mark Dayton. A common impact 55 million years ago may have helped mammals dominate the earth and could have triggered a rival parties of global warming linked to the expansion of mammal groups during the Equinoctial period. More than a trillion galaxies are locked into the United States. A new sensitive galaxy in an observable universe is found 10 times more galaxies in where previously thought it exists. Archaeologists have unearthed evidence that the ancient Greeks may have helped design the famous terracotta army, which could have stood New Line and China's early contact with the West. For the first time, scientists help allows man to experience a sense of touch in his mind-controlled arm. For the cutting-edge experience, a collaboration between the University of Pittsburgh and University of Pittsburgh Medical. Racial disparity between black and white breast cancer patients have received a report released Thursday as younger women of both races benefited equally from timely treatment, but differences still exist for black and white patients. More than 500,000 patients who had heart surgery in the United States since 2012 could be at risk of deadly bacterial infection linked to the device used during an operation, federal health officials said Thursday. New York Nias and Jada McDonald twins co-children had the birth was rare. Scientists say that the boys are 1 in a million. The World Health Organization has estimated new global TB patients was at 10.4 million from 9.6 million a year earlier, in large part because of revised numbers in India. The 2016 election seat to put it kindly had been a dumpster fire. During the campaign event on Thursday, Democratic President nominee Hillary Clinton said even she has turned to watching Internet Cat GIS to get her mind off the news. Washington, Liberty University President Jerry Falwell Jr. heard of the world's largest mental campus, said Donald Trump had told me as email evidence proving women to make an accusation, touch him, and importantly, without consent. Washington, Donald Trump's presidential cabinet is pulling resources out of background Virginia. Bentley, seated into the state that Hillary Clinton and Senate staff members have been working in the Commonwealth according to GOP operative. Ken Buck's medical climate change agenda statement at odds with the Department of Defense. Take a look at some local news in the Amber Sun. In Attleboro, Lake Clara Beach, a longtime supporter of the firefighters, delivered many gifts to her boys for more than 3 decades and delivered one more. The Balfour Gold Dust is a group of former Balfour community workers donating $200 to the fire department as a tribute to Beachy, who has helped a Balfour employee for 25 years. The gas ran just in time for fire to buy. American flags implemented planned to fly them from the trucks. Firefighter Justin Jackson, the Secretary of the Firefighters Union, said it was no better way to honor Beachy, who has patriotic to the core and did whatsoever to get to support firefighters veterans. And Jackson said their father would be fitting to use that money to purchase the flags. One of the most persistent complaints about charter schools is that historically they have served relatively few special education students, leading to the most difficult and expensive work to traditional public schools. Several Attleboro area police departments are teaming up with the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration to get on one of the potentially dangerous drugs off the street and continue battle against opioid abuse. Mansfield, the two men accused of Mansfield drug bust, in which police allegedly uncovered more than 6 pounds of marijuana and more than $15,000 in cash and landed in Attleboro District Court on Thursday. Attleboro police say no man saw a large TV from a 7-hour store that returned to the same store 3 days later, except the stealing of a TV before he was finally arrested. Rent the Village Premium Outlets is added among Simon Mall's property that have added pink lace parking space to the lot in conjunction with the breast cancer awareness month. Attleboro man being held pending dangerous shooting after prosecutors say the man committed his fourth drunk driving offense in 10 years Wednesday night. Wellfleet, Massachusetts state health officials have closed shellfish beds in Cape Cod town of Wellfleet after dozens of people who ate washed shellfish became sick. The public advisory issued on Thursday that closed the four shellfish harvested areas immediately on orders. Local visitors recall any affected shellfish that was harvested on after September 26. Officials said they received reports of approximately 75% of the suspected virus illness in the past 2 days, mostly associated with eating raw shellfish at weddings and restaurants in the outer Cape Cod area. Dallas, a federal judge put away for ExxonMobil Corporation to seek documents and questioned whether witnesses were made up to the Massachusetts Attorney General Maura Healey investigate whether the company hid when they knew about climate change. Peter Children's time is now 11:07 p.m. on this late Thursday night, and it's time now for a traffic and transit report. Beep beep! Let's take off the MBTA. We're on the commuter rail. It's looking good, and on the subway system is looking good. On the ferries, they are looking good. Highways and byways are doing on this late Thursday night here, 95 to southbound side, back to 7 all the way out to 287 in New York State. 95 to the southbound side, Lewis Route 8 in Bridgeport, Connecticut. 25 to 8 on the northbound side, Lewis on Route 95. 95 on the northbound side of Lewis on West Haven before Route 91. Highways and byways are Rhode Island now looking good. Stuff down Route 99, the northbound side, Lewis on 122 in Woonsocket. 290 on the westbound side, Lewis on 190 Route 9 in Worcester. 291 on the southbound side, Little Soran and the Mass Pike in Chicopee, and 7 Express on the northbound side, Little So just on Mass Pike in Boston, and 93 on the southbound side, back to the Zach Bridge area to downtown Boston. 95 on the northbound side, Little Soran, Route 37 up in Warwick, Rhode Island. Up in Northern New England, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine highways are looking good. With 59 on the northbound side, Little So, and some Quebec towards Montreal, and down in New York City vicinity, Long Expressway, eastbound side, Little So around the Queens, New York stretch. Midtown Tunnel and Lincoln Tunnel, it's slow on both ends. Brooklyn Battery Tunnel, it's slow on both ends. And the Brooklyn Bridge is slow on both ends. 270 eastbound side, little slow around. Between the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel and Brooklyn Bridge. 270 the westbound side, slow from Parksville, area to Mary's and Harris Bridge. 95 on the northbound side, back to the Interstate 87 of Bronx, down at Parkway in the Bronx. 95 on the southbound side, low slow Interstate 87 of the Bronx. And 87 on both ends, low slow after Route 95 up near the Bronx. And Interstate 70 eastbound side, low slow between Newark and Jersey City. Peter Children's time is now 11:08 p.m. on this late Thursday night, and it's time now for a weather report. Latest down Hurricane Nicole, Category 2 storm with the same location, 34.5 to the north, 61.2 to the west. Mass sustained with 100 miles an hour movement, east northeast at 21 miles an hour. Nicole weakened into the head toward the central Atlantic as well as spread in the north along the U.S. East Coast and in the Northern Canada. They had no coast margin warning in effect at 11 p.m. Atlantic time. The center of Hurricane Nicole was located in the latitude 34.4 to the north, latitude 61.2 to the west. Nicole is moving toward the east northeast near 21 miles an hour. And it's still most of the effective Friday and east northeast where most of the slow forward speed is expected on Saturday. Max sustained was increased to 100 miles an hour with our gust. Weakening is forecast during the next 12 to 24 hours, but Nicole is expected to be a powerful cyclone even when it could become a post-storm cyclone on Saturday. Hurricane force winds at 10 hours are 70 miles an hour from the center of drops on force winds at 10 hours of 205 miles an hour. The estimated center pressures 969 millibars, range 8.56 inches, and swells. A surge in Nicole will continue to affect Bermuda and the United States East Coast from the ground is northward to the Next couple of days, swells in the cold will begin to affect the coastline of Atlantic Canada on Friday and in the weekend. The swells will create dangerous surface conditions and whip currents. And please be particularly initiated by a local weather office for more information. Looking at radar, and we just had a few little speckles of rain showers around 6:30 to 6:45 p.m. right here in Norton here. And looking at radar, it shows a line of rain showers stretching from off the Cape Cod, stretching all the way to eastern Maine, from Holton down for Calas, and stretching around the western portions of New Brunswick and the east central portions of Quebec. And seeing some spotty snow showers around east of Ontario in Quebec, and patchy rain showers stretch around central and eastern portions of Nova Scotia, stretching off Halifax, Nova Scotia. 7-day forecast. It goes like, oh, we got a hurricane. We got a hazard weather outlook because pre-watching are not affected from late Friday night for Saturday morning. Location, portion of miniature eastern Massachusetts, and temperatures. Lows will be falling back in the up 20s, low 35. Daybreak on Saturday. Time in between 3 a.m. and 9 a.m. on Saturday morning. And impact the potential is this for a sub-freezing temperature that could kill crops and have a sensitive vegetation. All right, 7-day forecast. It goes like this. For tonight, most goods got early in the gradual clear with a low at 39 degrees. North is about 3 to 5 miles an hour. Shifted in the northwest. For Friday, Saints got about 59 degrees. North about 5 to 10 miles an hour. For Friday night, Petrol outside to the 4 a.m. west. Cruise color about 32 degrees. Light north wind. For Saturday, Petrol before 10 a.m. west. Saints got about 59 degrees. Light available wind becoming the northeast wind 5 miles in the afternoon. For Saturday night, most goods got about 32 degrees. Light south wind. For Sunday, Sunday podcast about 60 about 50 degrees. Monday, church showers, putty, Sunday, most gusts about 70 about 52 degrees. Transportation 30%. For Tuesday, Potts and most gusts about 60 about 49 degrees. Wednesday, Potts and most gusts about 74 about 50 degrees. And for Thursday, Potts got about 69 degrees. Currently not here, it is mostly cloudy skies. We have a temperature of 57 degrees with humidity 82%, and that's going to be for the beer. Channel 11 o'clock noon, and it's late Thursday, October 13th, 2016. Good night. With a good 5 days to See you tomorrow morning with more. Good night.